All right, so the Golden State Warriors have announced that uh, DeMarcus Cousins is nearing the end of his rehab period and that he should be available for play sometime soon. Um, the sources I have read said it should be sometime in January. And that's kind of good, man, because, I remember when it was announced that DeMarcus Cousins was going to sign with the mid-level exception with the Warriors. I remember I did a video where, like, one of the shortest videos I ever did, where I was like this disgusted, like, God damn, man, they just got. I mean, look, a player should be able to sign with whoever they want to, and I recognize that. But as a fan, you're like, damn, like, it just looked like, okay, they just really got an all-star team now, and at the time, Cousins was looked at, okay, well, the Warriors going to win 60 some games. They're going to dominate. Um, doesn't matter if he come back by the All Star break. They can work him back in the rotation. He'll be fine by this playoffs, and they're going to dominate. These are luxury that they have. But now, not that the Warriors are struggling. They're 24-13, but they're not looking like the Warriors. And he's becoming more integral to their eventual success. Also, from what I've seen, the Warriors only have two centers on their roster. And this is what one of the weaknesses is that we've talked about, is their bench now. The Warriors have always had, in their championship runs, especially earlier on, 2015, 2016, what they were noted for, even though they didn't get the credit that they richly deserve from the mainstream sports media, is their bench. They had a younger Andre Iguodala, a younger at the time Sean Livingston, who came back from that horrible knee injury from a decade ago. You had Barboza, you had Harrison Barnes, you had, what's his name, Marquine Splites, I think his name is. We had some other guys, I can't think of their names right off the top of my head. But their bench is not quite the same as it once was. And they're very lean at the center position. And they need a guy now, like DeMarcus Cousins. Even if DeMarcus Cousins is only 70 to 80% of what he was before the injury, that'll be a big boost to this club. And, DeMarcus Cousins will be the type of piece that can propel the Warriors from being just amongst the best teams in the NBA to being that championship level team that we've seen in the past. Ultimately, but DeMarcus Cousins brings so much to the table, man. Like when he gets on the court, man, and really gets back into the flow of things, man. The things he can do for the team just by his sheer size and presence alone. I mean, the spacing, my goodness. Like, this is a guy, Cousins, that can get, when he really gets into the flow of things, he has 3-point range. A center. And a true center, too. Not one of these guys that's 6'9", 6'10", 220, a tweener. Like, this is a true center that has 3-point range and the overall game. And he brings a nastiness. Cousins is more of a physical player than some of the centers that we have in today's NBA. And he's going to be, I think, once he starts getting some games down and gets back into the swing of things and getting into basketball shape, I think it'll be a while, man. I think it'll be sometime maybe late February, maybe into March, man. Maybe, maybe really March. That's when we might start seeing Cousins looking anything like how he was with the New Orleans Pelicans. That'll be just the right time, for this team. But we'll see, man. Tell me what you guys think, man, about DeMarcus Cousins and his imminent return to the NBA with the Golden State Warriors.